Hello and welcome. Kerry here from Healing Humanity, the power of a proper human diet. And tonight is our Thursday night carnivore Q&A. We're going to be giving away some prizes. We're going to be answering your questions. We're going to be having some fun together. And before I introduce the other speakers here on the panel tonight, I want to say this. We are giving away a shirt here tonight, a Healing Humanity shirt, just so we can get some questions flowing in the chat. Help us out. Post your best question with hashtag ribeye, and we're going to randomly pick one of your questions and give you a Healing Humanity shirt in blue. So all you have to do is post your question, any question, hashtag ribeye, or you can post your testimony. If you found healing eating a proper human diet, we want to hear about it. Post your testimony with hashtag ribeye as well, and you could win a Healing Humanity shirt. How is it going, Adam Lacey, Carnivore today?
Fantastic. Kerry Man Jr. of Montello, Wisconsin. Doing great.
Give him my address too. Let's go here.
Hang on,
Ashley, how are you?
I'm great. Ready to go. Got my doctor's hat on tonight. We're ready.
It's Dr. Ashley and Dr. Adam. No, I'm joking. We are not giving medical advice away, but if you have questions on how to prepare a ribeye, how to smoke some meat, Ashley's been cooking up some incredible food today. He's making me jealous, sending me some pictures of what you got cooking up today?
Well, it was actually yesterday. I just made you jealous today, but it was I'm doing a little experiment, but I smoked up 2 chuck roasts and a tri-tip, and I may have some plans with that. I cut them up after I smoked them, hot seared them, then I sliced them all up, threw them in a dehydrator to make some chips out of them, and not too bad.
Nice.
Amazing.
Not too shabby. Just playing around, experimenting a little bit, but
The tri-tip looked incredible. I got to try a tri-tip.
the tri-tip is honestly, I've talked to my parents and they're like, we used to eat tri-tip all the time, but I'd never even heard of tri-tip until about, maybe 6 months ago. I love it. I think it's great. Most of the time when you get it, it's got a great fat cap on it. It's fantastic. I think it's one of my favorites.
Love it. Well, Ashley, what sort of events do we have coming up? And then we're going to jump right into the questions. So make sure to post your best question or testimony.
Yeah. So, the next big event, of course, is Hack Your Health. And that's, we're very excited about being there at Hack Your Health. So excited that we're actually, if you're planning on being there, make sure you come by and visit us. We are going to have a booth. We're going to be selling merchandise. We're going to be talking up. We've got Adam's got some really creative ideas to have some fun in the booth. So he's going to be the life of the entertainment there. And so we're excited about that.
Cooking up tri-tips?
With that?
Cooking up some tri-tips?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Live cooking lessons from Adam. There you go. Now, and then we've got the Healing Humanity VIP dinner, which I believe you can still get tickets for. I'm not sure how many are left, but if you're planning on going to Hack Your Health and you're planning on attending, please get those tickets because I'm very confident they will sell out soon. This is actually being put on by Scott, who runs Meat Stock, and generously putting this on for Healing Humanity to help raise some funds. And so we're super grateful for him to be doing that for us. And the amount of people that are going to be there is going to be amazing.
It's crazy. That lineup is nuts. Kelly Hogan's going to be there. Carnivore Ray, Dr. Baker, Dr. Boss, Dr. Kiltz, Dr. Ovadia. I'm not going to list everyone, but what a lineup. That's going to be something. And you mentioned Scott from Meat Stock. I just want to shout out real quick. Meat Stock 2026, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, May 2nd and May 3rd. This is another event that has an insane lineup. Like, who's not going to be attending there? Everyone's going to be there. It's probably going to sell out pretty quick. So if you're interested in joining, honored the Healing Humanity team, we're going to be there. You could use code Healing Humanity for a discount on your ticket. Go to meatstockconvention.com.
I just want to add to that, Kerry, that a lot of people probably don't know this, but Maggie is going to be there. The 83-year-old Canadian rancher. She'll be at Meat Stock.
This 83-year-old Canadian rancher?
That one, Kerry.
That's the one.
Maggie will be there, and she'll be on a panel with us. So if you want to see Maggie, get your tickets.
Do you think Maggie's going to put us to work, Adam?
Lord, I hope not.
It's a little bit of an inside joke, but Maggie showed us what real work is all about.
No doubt. She might just take over that panel, though.
Yeah, we were early in our carnivore journey then too. Maybe we'd be able to keep up a little bit more now, but probably not. Hard to keep up with Maggie. All right, we're going to take some of your questions now. We've got a new member, Linda K. Thank you for that.
Woo.
We have a question. Is Bill not okay? Bill is awesome. Bill is incredible. I was just chatting with Bill. They had some major flooding in Alaska, but it did not hit him. He's doing well. Thank you so much. He just did what was that, a week or two ago? He went out to Hatcher's Pass and showed me some footage from there. He took of his drone. It was incredible.
Wow.
If you guys aren't watching Bill Knott, you're missing out. It's N-O-T-T, no K, N-O-T-T. Mark Johnson has a question. Oh, this is a good one for Adam or Ashley or myself. What brand type of pellet smoker should I buy? What do you think, Ashley?
Well, I have always had, I shouldn't say always, whenever I've had a pellet smoker, it's been a Traeger. And I love the Traegers simply because they just have a fantastic customer service. And I've really appreciated that. Anytime I've had anything, issue, any problem, they take care of it. They're very reliable, and I just think they're top notch. So I loved it so much that I got their top model, and because I use it all the time. I love to smoke meat, and so I'm a Traeger fan. But I will say, and I'll let you give the details on this, because when Kerry promoted his little promotion that they've got going on there with Z Grills, I told Kerry I almost got a second one just to get on that promotion. That if I was buying a pellet grill right now, that's probably the direction I'd go.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask Adam about the Z Grill because I think he's got more experience than I do. But I've had a Yoder smoker for 10 years, and I love it. The thing is a tank, but they're expensive. And honestly, it's probably overkill for a lot of people. It's overkill for me in retrospect 10 years later. Even as a carnivore that smokes a lot of food, I think it would be better suited if I was like a competition smoker, which I clearly am not. But yeah, I recently got the Z Grill. And the whole thing with the Z Grill is crazy. They're $777, and you get a replacement grill every 5 years, 10 total. So like the rest of your life, which it sounds like too good to be true. So initially I'm like, this is garbage. And then I researched it and I dug into it more. No, it's actually a legitimate company. They did one other really interesting promotion a while back, and they fulfilled it. And there's a lot of other barbecue smoking, like really prominent YouTube channels that are talking about it as well. So I've had mine. I've used it for a couple months now, and it's not a tank like the Yoder. Like the Yoder, it's crazy. It's like this thick. It's literally like bulletproof like a tank. It's not like that, but it's still really well built. And the thing I appreciated about it was all of the features it has. The Yoder has some of them, but this has all of them, and they all work flawlessly, like the Bluetooth thermometer. And being able to empty out the pellets, I can't do that on my Yoder, so you could swap out the pellets. There's a little chute. There's lots of little details like that I like. My thing was, even if this thing is a little cheaper than the Yoder, after 5 years, I can get a new one. So like it takes the worry out of that. So, but I didn't realize until after I got mine, Adam, I think you mentioned that you have one.
I do. I don't have the one that has that warranty. It's bigger than the one that you have, because it was my first pellet smoker that I bought. So I was just like, this looks like a really good deal, because the one that I have is thick. The walls are thick. It's insulated, not like the more expensive Traegers or anything like that, because those are in thousands of dollars. But this one has like, I think, a 1/2-inch air gap in between, so I can actually smoke in it in the winter, which is really, really nice. And it's pretty large. It is built like a tank. It's super heavy. I think we paid like $750 or something like that from Sam's Club. But man, I'm telling you, you can cook a ton of food on there. Like you could cook probably at least 4 briskets on this sucker, and that's really good, because one day you got 4 briskets and you got food for like a month. You know what I'm saying? So if you portion it out and vacuum seal that meat or whatever. But Mark was saying that Z Grills isn't available in Canada. I'm not sure what's actually available up there. I would think that Traeger probably is. But for those people in the States, I would definitely look at the Z grills because it's very, very good value for the money. And like I said, Sam's Club carries them. I'm not sure who else does, but I think Kerry has. You have an affiliate link or something?
I do. I don't have it on this video, but if you want to learn more, I did a video a couple of weeks ago all about the grill, and there's a link there as well.
Yeah. And I just want to add to that question too, real quick, because some people may not understand what a pellet smoker is. And just to let everybody know, like if you're wanting to smoke meats, there's the big kind of huge smokers that you stoke the fires on, and you have to really baby those and whatever else. The beauty of a pellet smoker for the more amateur smokers out there, or those who I guess maybe a little lazy, it's just easy. You set a temperature. It's got a computer system in it. It's got a blower in it, and it maintains that temperature. You can have a nice night's sleep, put your brisket on, go to bed, get up the next morning. Usually everything's great. So that's one of the beauties of the pellet smokers. There's just, you don't have to babysit it as much as you do some of the wood burning.
And you just made me think of something kind of funny. So my smoker is outside our bedroom, and so the windows open at night. And talk about sweet dreams of brisket all night long.
We've done that too.
Oh, it's incredible. Danny said of the smoker Z grills, what if they go out of business in 4 years? Yeah, that would. I almost wondered that. Like, how can they
got a lot of people on
this thing?
But as cheap as that grill is, I mean, if it lasts 5 years, it's still a good deal.
Yeah,
right.
For $700, like
compare it to other grills in that price range. I mean, that's you're right there. Yeah,
absolutely. All right, good question. Okay, let's see what next question we have. We got some testimonies too. We always love to hear the testimonies. Hashtag ribeye from Kate Peabody. I'm 120 days carnivore. Feeling good. Congratulations.
That's awesome, Kate. So if you're feeling really good about your story, go to healinghumanity.movie and click on share your story button and potentially have your testimony put in the Healing Humanity book.
Yes. We need more stories. We're looking for them for the book. We're looking for them hopefully for the future series as well. And takes just a minute. You can submit it. And if you guys haven't seen our new trailer, you can watch that too at healinghumanity.movie. We got a testimony from our good friend George. Good enough for you. I lost 120 pounds and lost type 2 diabetes and threw away the prescriptions without using them. That's my testimony. I like ribeye.
Love it.
That's awesome, man.
A great testimony, George.
120 pounds. It's nuts. You know what's also 120 pounds, Adam? The Dr. Baker Farmers Maggie Challenge.
Oh, that's right.
Think of that.
12, 10
I forgot about that.
Two 60-pound weights, 120 pounds. Oh, my goodness.
I'm still PTSD from that.
Right? George, if you haven't done that, or anyone listening, if you lost some weight, whether it's 120 pounds like George or even just 50 pounds or 20 pounds, if you're ever in a gym, go lift that up once and just carry it around. It is remarkable when you do it that way. Kathleen Jones has a question. Hashtag ribeye. Help with my leg cramps at night? 18 months on keto, 1 year carnivore, lost 90 pounds. What do you think, Adam?
That's
leg cramps
awesome.
at night?
Well, I just got done speaking with Scott Everson, meat stock guy, and we talked about this very specific issue. So what fixed it for me after being on carnivore for that long was stopping the salt intake. I know, kooky. It's kooky. It's weird. I know you got. I don't want to lose my carnivore club card with you guys, but I stopped the salt, and the leg cramps stopped as well, which seems counterintuitive to all the advice that you get out there. So maybe experiment around with that a little bit, and then usually supplementation with magnesium also helps with that in some people as well. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. I'm curious too, because I've never had an issue with leg cramps since I started carnivore. But here lately, I feel like I've not really had bad leg cramps, but I feel it's starting to, and then it relaxes and whatever else. So I'm just kind of wondering, and probably maybe cut down on the salt a little bit myself and see if that helps. But I haven't resolved that issue yet. It's only been recently since it started, which is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had this issue myself. My first thought is just make sure you're doing good on the electrolytes. My only other thought is sometimes I had issues with electrolytes initially, consuming too much water and kind of diluting things. So that may be something to pay attention to as well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely not my problem, though.
Hey, we've got Target Prime Rib and Ashley. Where the heck have you been, you lazy bum?
Wow, called out. Called out.
He was like 10
You know
seconds
what's funny
late.
is, and I have to give props to Kerry. Like, having a YouTube channel is not easy. Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into the editing, and Kerry just does such an amazing job putting out quality videos all the time. I think Target Prime Rib, I've got like 3 videos that are on my iPad. Like, I'm in the middle stages of editing. I just haven't put anything out in a while. It just, I just need to pull the trigger and get them out there. But you're right. I'm lazy. I'm sorry.
He's joking a little bit there. He's definitely joking, but you're right. It's way more work than people realize. I don't know how some of the good doctors do it. Like I got to shout out our friend, Dr. Tony Hampton. That guy is incredible. And I can't even imagine the schedule he keeps as a full-time doctor running a clinic and then doing YouTube on top of it.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
I saw his video today. It was great. I mean, that's my problem. I need to quit watching so many YouTube videos.
Yep.
We've got Kate Peabody saying, planning to go to the Healing Humanity dinner. Now I'm curious about the meat stock event. Yeah, meat stock.
Should be very curious about it.
Yeah. Adam and I attended attending Hack Your Health last year. First time we spoke for Healing Humanity. We're going to be going back and we're speaking again, which is incredible. And then, of course, the dinner afterwards is going to be something. But I haven't been to Meat Stock yet, but really looking forward to attending the next one.
Yeah, I mean, we got who? Callie Means is going to be there. Michaela Peterson is going to be there. Maggie's going to be there. I mean, it's literally a who's who of everyone in the carnivore space and beyond.
Dr. Berg.
Yes, Dr. Berg.
Yeah.
Kerry Mann. He'll be there.
Speaking of Maggie, Maggie inspires Where Pigs Fly Farm. I'm a 59-year-old with about 500 farm animals. Maggie inspires me.
Wow.
That's a lot of animals.
Yeah.
That is a lot of animals. I want to learn from him, though, or her. I'm not sure who that was, but that's my goal in my next life.
Right. Hi, Kerry and crew. What is your favorite brand of bacon? Also, is it okay to get regular bacon or go for one without nitrates? What do you think, Ashley?
You know, I know there's some probably cleaner bacon, but with the budget that I try and maintain, I'm a Costco shopper, and Kirkland has a brand that is a little lower sodium. Not that I'm trying to save on the sodium. I just like that one. That one's a great package. Our family likes that. So that's usually the one we end up going with. I want to say it's in a red package. I don't know if it's called anything else. It's just it's in a red package. It says lower sodium. That's what I like. But I've definitely tried different brands. I have heard nitrates. I think there's a lot of people that are concerned about nitrates, but there's enough nitrates in any bacon that you eat that I've heard that's not as big a concern as people make it out to be. I don't know the science behind it, but maybe you guys can better answer that. But I try to keep it simple.
The nitrates, Dr. Berry actually has a video on this. I don't know if it's specifically about nitrates, but he definitely touched on this. Don't quote me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a biochemist. I'm not a scientist or anything like that. But it's my understanding that almost basically all bacon has nitrates. Okay, but if they market it as nitrate free, that's just a marketing ploy. It still has nitrates in it, just not in the traditional sense. Molecularly, it's the same thing. They just do it with celery salt instead of regular sodium and salt. So it still has nitrates. It's just a marketing gig.
That's right. That's what it was, yeah. Adam. You're exactly right. And it was Dr. Berry. That's where I heard it too.
Yeah. In terms of my favorite brand of bacon, This could take a while. Well, I like the Kirkland, Costco's Kirkland thick cut. That's usually the go-to for me. Or this might be regional, but we have one here in Wisconsin at the Costco that is Usinger's Applewood smoked bacon, and that stuff is incredible. So it's kind of pricey, but that's my go-to. All right. Let's see. Next question we have. T-Pain Golf, eating between meals, snacking, and pills is okay. It seems that starting carnivore triggered me into thinking I can't eat outside of the big meals and 0 pills. Is that wrong? I don't know. Adam, you got any thoughts on that one?
There's nothing really wrong with eating any time that you feel like eating, to be honest with you. It really just boils down to, what your ultimate goals are, how you're feeling. Obviously, you don't want to stress your body out. Make sure that you're eating enough. When you are eating those bigger meals, then maybe that you wouldn't be as hungry in between. There's lots of different things that you can look at here. As far as pills, really, honestly, that's not much where we can give advice on that. You'll have to, obviously talk with your physician about that, about specifically what it is. But I have not heard any instances where it was not okay to take pills in between meals. But that's just me. What do you guys think?
The one thing I would add to that, for me, I always was and still am a snacker. Like that's if I eat if I have snacks available, I tend to eat them whether I'm hungry or not. And so if that's the way you are, that's my reservation about snacking. That's why one of the reasons I enjoyed carnivore so much initially is I really did fill myself up and I didn't feel the need to snack for a long time. And so I think that's really one of the things that helped me a lot, because otherwise it's just one of those, I'm kind of a grazing snacker. If it's available and I would always eat it. So to me, that's my reservation about having a lot of stuff around that are snacks.
All right. We've got Booby Goats, lost 80 pounds, no longer pre-diabetic, lost my depression and anxiety. God bless carnivore. Amazing.
That's amazing, Booby.
Amazing.
Aaron.
Puts a big smile on my face when I see the name Booby Goats,
Right.
but also puts a smile on my face when I hear people overcoming depression and anxiety on carnivore, and I hear it
Absolutely.
so often. It's incredible. Garden of Whedon. Will carnivore help my lipedema? #ribeye.
Well, will it? We're not sure. It depends on how you carnivore. So that's you got to make sure that you're doing carnivore correctly. I do actually have a video on my channel, Carnivore Today, with an expert on lipedema, and so her name is Leslie Keith, and she's an occupational therapist that specializes in this. And emphatically, she says that the carnivore diet done the right way can absolutely help with this condition for sure.
All right. We're going to be doing a drawing for the Healing Humanity shirt in just a minute. Make sure to post your best question or testimony with #ribeye. All right. Our next one is Target Prime Rib. Thomas, do you have to eat tri-tips 3 times?
Absolutely.
I'd say yes, and yes.
Here's a testimony from Nobody's Fault podcast. 63 and med-free thanks to almost 6 years carnivore.
Wow.
Reverse pre-diabetes, peripheral neuropathy, 40 years of antacid use. No more joint pain and fatigue.
Good for you.
That's awesome, man.
I love it. 63 and med-free.
Nobody's Fault podcast we need to get Nobody's Fault podcast an invite.
Yeah, come on.
Man, 40 years of antacid use. And you just now quit? I need to know what company that is so I can drop the stock, because the value is going to go down.
That was one of the crazy things. All the medications I was on, one of them for 10 years maybe was antacid. And I'm like, In retrospect, why did I continue taking that medication if I continued having the problem? Like, shouldn't have fixed it at some point. You just keep taking it and taking it. Nobody's Fault podcast. Yeah. Share your story, healinghumanity.movie. You could submit your story. That's like a perfect one for the book. I love it too when I hear 6 years carnivore and just all of that healing.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got PR64. Oh, I'm not good with these how much, how many ones. I don't know about you, Adam or Ashley. How much sodium do you try to get per day?
Yes.
Yes.
Adam's a no, Ashley's a yes.
Whatever is correct for you. So you definitely have to be in of one, experiment with this to find out where you're at. And the best place to start would be blood work to get your baseline of where you actually are, because you may think that you need extra sodium, but you may be perfectly fine.
Good answer.
Yep. All right, we are going to do a drawing right now for a Healing Humanity shirt in blue. Here we go.
Fake drum roll.
Drum roll, please. The winner of a Healing Humanity shirt in color blue is Cranky Carnivore Cutler. Congratulations, Cranky Carnivore Cutler. Adam, how can Cranky Carnivore Cutler claim his prize?
Well, Kerry, Cranky Carnivore Cutler can go to healinghumanity.movie/giveaway, fill out the form, and Ashley will promptly send you your t-shirt. Congratulations.
Yeah. And hey, Cranky, I think you may already have one. So if you put that on the form too, let me know, and I can maybe send you a black one or a pink one if you'd like.
Love it. And we're going to be doing another giveaway in a second. But
either Kerry lost the mic or you muted, Kerry.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yep. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Not yet.
It's you, Ashley. Adam can hear me. It's just you, Ashley. Maybe your mic.
I can hear him.
Your speaker. While we're doing that, Adam, do you have the new Healing Humanity shirt on or the old one?
I have the new one on.
Oh, nice. So if you didn't win the Healing Humanity shirt, in other words, if you're not Cranky Carnivore Cutler, you can get these at healinghumanity.movie, and every penny goes towards the documentary. It's a great way to support the documentary and look awesome while doing it. All right. I think Ashley's having a problem with the audio. Hopefully it comes back. We're going to do another giveaway for 30-day membership to healinghumanity.life. This is our membership site. We do multiple Zoom calls. Geez, I keep saying a dozen. I think it's even more than that now. We've got a book club going on. We got Breaking Addictions calls. We just did our Inspire Together call, which we do every Thursday. Wednesday, we have on a doctor expert. Tuesdays, we do our Q&As. We've got courses that are included and just a huge community to help you on a path to healing. You can get 50% off right now by going to healinghumanity.life and using the link and promo code in the description. Or you could potentially win it if you post your best question right now with #life or your testimony. There we go. Ashley, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Awesome. All right.
One thing I wanted to add. Yeah, go ahead, Ashley.
Sorry, I was going to say that was on me. That was weird. My sound just stopped. I could see your lips moving, but not hearing anything. So I thought maybe it was your mic, but that was apparently me.
Yikes. One thing I wanted to add, Kerry, was when we were waiting until all of these recipes are posted, but Healing Humanity has partnered with Courtney Luna, and she has some of her recipes, her exclusive recipes, actually inside of Healing Humanity .life group, and she's actually a member there. We're going to be bringing her on for Zoom calls as well. She will actually be at a meetup coming in January in San Diego as well, so you'll be able to meet her there in person. So yeah, we're really excited about that. We're putting marketing material together right now to formally announce that, to let everybody know that she's a part of our Healing Humanity family now.
I love it. Courtney Luna is awesome, and my daughter Emma is a super fan, a Courtney Luna super fan. I think she's read every recipe from her amazing cookbook, so looking forward to that. All right, we've got a bunch of folks posting #life. Share your carnivore testimony or question with us. Our next question is, G-Hop, major depression and ADHD, was skinny fat with a large gut, 90 days carnivore, lost 25 pounds, 157 to 130, and basically lost my entire gut. How did you know it was time to get off the meds? Oh, that's a good question. So I'll take that one maybe. So on the depression side, for me, as much as I didn't like doctors, I like the good doctors. I was very careful to work with my prescribing doctors to work on a plan to wean off of the medication. It is critical. It's one of the most important things, especially when it comes to antidepressant medications. You have to work with your prescribing doctor. So that's the best advice I can give you, is call them up and talk to them and make sure to do it. And don't just quit cold turkey, or don't try to figure it out yourself. That's what they're there for. So, all right. Our next question is, or maybe a testimony. Dante, thanks for all you do, guys. The carnivore lifestyle is incredible. 50 pounds down in 6 months. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease gone, according to the CAT scan liver. Liver is normal. A1C is now normal at 5.4. That is incredible.
Wow.
Excellent.
Awesome, Dante. That's excellent.
Fatty liver is it's like an epidemic going on, and most people are not even aware that they're walking around with it. And from what we've learned from the amazing coach Lisa, it's a huge problem with many downstream effects as well. It's amazing that you've overcome that. And 50 pounds too. Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you for sure.
I love that you've done the testing to back that up and show that too. That's fantastic. Great job.
Tiger Prime Rib said, Bill Knott is someone not to miss.
That's true.
Is that a double negative?
Carnivore Junkie. Oh, here's a good question for Ashley. Howdy, y'all. Good to finally be here. What should the inside temperature be on a ribeye when you want them almost raw?
That is a good question. For me, I'm a 110 to 115 guy personally. I'm just eating more and more on the rare side. If you want it raw, it probably needs to be a little less than that. But it all depends on what cut it is and how thick it is for me, honestly. But I can pretty much eat it raw. 85 degrees and above, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm similar. Whenever I use my smoker, I try to get it to 110 and then I sear it, but it's like a super quick sear, so it's just slightly above 110 for me, and it's usually pretty raw or rare.
If I ever cook it for, other people and whatever else, I still like it on that real rare side, and I'm the same way, Kerry. 115 is really my target range, and then the hot sear, and then it'll rest, so it'll come up to about 125, which is, on that lower side of rare for sure. But
awesome. All right, we got Janelle. Janelle's on our membership site. I recognize that name. Do you have to have had most of your healing on carnivore for the book? Most of my present healing was accomplished from keto, but I'm still healing on carnivore now, 7 months, clean carnivore. Janelle, we would love to have your story. We're focused on stories of people healing through a proper human diet. A lot of the book is focused on carnivore, but either or. So absolutely, we'd love to hear your story for sure. All right. Let's see, where do we got another one? Jojo, can you survive on one steak a week? A guy told my brother that's what he eats. I cannot believe that.
Absolutely, as long as it's a 7-pound steak. I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, is that just one single steak, one meal?
Right. Yeah, maybe it's one type of steak they're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not
Jojo,
sure.
we need more info. You've got us intrigued here.
Right.
Is it gigantic steak? Is it one steak? It says one steak.
I'll answer
might be able to
this way,
save some money.
It depends. Where's your starting point too? Like if you are already at 0% fat, and I would not recommend one steak a week to survive on. If you've got a lot to lose, you may be able to get by with a little bit less. But one steak a week seems like it wouldn't be enough consistently. Fasting is a good thing, but I don't know if that'd be good enough consistently, especially without any other nutrition.
Yeah, we'd need some more info. There's that. I think it was 380 days or something, the longest documented fast. So I guess that guy could have had a steak a week and been okay. But for most people, it's going to be tricky. We've got a testimony from Susan, UK, USA lady, meat heals. Susan, I no longer need anxiety medicine. My 2 autoimmune are in remission, no sleeping pills, and my eyesight improved.
Absolutely incredible, Susan.
Amazing.
I
Speaking
love
of
that.
the eyesight improving, we got to finish the Healing Humanity book, but I was talking to Adam earlier, and I want to have a chapter that is just of individuals saying, Dr. Chafee, Dr. Hampton, Dr. Barry saved me. We have so many testimonies like that we've been going through. I'm like, that would be a powerful chapter. The other one that I really want to include too is the eyesight that Susan mentioned here, because so many stories of people, and it's not just stories. These are documented with medical records because they had their prescription tested before carnivore and they had it after, and they're seeing improvements. And it's almost always shocking because most people get older and their vision worsens. It doesn't usually get better. So
Yep.
maybe version 2 of the book. I'm never going to get the book done if I keep adding chapters.
Yeah, hurry up, Kerry.
Those testimonies are so important too, because there's many of us like myself that are very curious about that, who haven't seen the healing in the eyes or anything like that. So, we want to know, like, what are the differences? What things impacted? The more stories and the more testimonies we can tell about stuff like that, especially when it's documented like that, is fantastic.
Yeah. Cranky Carnivore Cutler is suggesting a book, and it's one of my favorites, Change Your Diet, Change Your Mind by Dr. Georgia Ede, may be beneficial for you. That was to G-Hop. Absolutely incredible book. If anyone has any issues with mental health, depression, anxiety, PTSD, OCD, incredible life-changing book by Dr. Georgia Ede. Question from Susan. Anyone suffer from higher morning glucose, but normal to low the rest of the day? Ashley, what do you think?
I think, yes, definitely for me. I've noticed that ever since I've started this journey. My glucose in the morning is always a little bit higher than it is the rest of the day. And I've measured that multiple times. I've seen that. A lot of people call it the dawn effect, but it's something that I think is absolutely normal within a lot of people.
All right.
Yep.
And I would also add that it's nothing to really panic about necessarily, because again, A1C is an average over a 3-month period, right? So it's, a little spike here and there. There's a lot of things that can impact it and impact your blood sugar levels. And so some people really freak out over one measurement. And, I think it's great to have a good baseline, a good consistent time that you test so that for consistency reasons where you're at.
Yeah. To add to that, we just had Dr. Laura Buchanan, absolute rock star in the low carb keto carnivore space, and she touched on this very specific issue last night. And she said, so to go along with what Ashley said, the dawn phenomenon, it's a real deal. Like most people, that's a reality for almost every single person. But she said, if you're consistently 20 points or higher, that's when you probably need to start digging in and looking at things that potentially there might be something else that's wrong or something that you might need to tweak.
All right. Hey, it's our friend Dan, Jets Afterburners podcast. What is good? You all down 70 pounds, baby. I'm about to eat a massive steak with all of you.
Love it.
Congratulations.
Well,
7 10-pound bowling balls.
I need to get him. He said he's going to eat a massive steak with all of you. So
yeah,
come on over. I'll send you the address, I guess. Ready.
All right. Let's see what else we got here. Sean is asking, is there a need to supplement with creatine when I eat a lot of red meat? What do you think on that one, Adam?
I mean, for me personally, I would not believe that you would need to supplement with creatine unless you had some specific reason, like maybe you are low in creatine. But again, like we've suggested in the past, I would get blood work done to see where your numbers are, to see if you actually need something extra, and always be skeptical of anything and everything you hear on the internet, even of us. Always question everything that you read and look into it for yourself. and make an informed decision. But I don't know of many people that need to supplement with creatine when they're eating carnivore.
All right. Susan has a question for Adam. I won a free membership ages ago, but didn't claim it. Can I still claim it?
If you got $30 a month, you can't. No, I'm kidding. Absolutely. Absolutely, Susan.
You still have to fill out that form on the healinghumanity.movie website. Go there, fill out the form, and then we can go back and check the records and get a code out to you.
There you go.
All right, we got a question for Ashley from Karen. Will the Healing Humanity dinner be located at the Hack Your Health meeting in Tampa? Where will it be located?
Well, it won't be located at the convention center. That's a great question, and glad you're calling that out. I would imagine that detail will be sent out to any of the ticket holders probably right before, a couple weeks before Hack Your Health. From what I understand, it's about 10 minutes away from the convention center. I'm not sure the exact address either, but if you go to that website where you can get your tickets, it does state in the FAQ that it is about 10 minutes away from the convention center.
Yeah, it's pretty close. And the reason the address isn't posted, obviously, is there's a lot of high profile people there and it's private residence. So very large residence at that. So if you buy a ticket, then you'll definitely get that information.
All right. We got a testimony from JoJo. We love to hear your testimonies. I was on prescription sleeping pills every single night for 24 years until carnivore. I weaned off in a week and haven't needed anything at all for 17 months now. It's crazy.
In a week. Unbelievable.
24 years.
It'd be interesting to go back and add up the cost of the sleeping pills for 24 years.
Yeah, right. Not only that, but the doctor's visits to refill the pills and co-pays and all that good stuff.
Crazy.
Congratulations, JoJo. We would love to hear that at healinghumanity.movie. Looking for all those stories just like that. That's incredible. All right. Here we go. Patty Trot. I just started carnivore 2 months ago. I'm definitely feeling better, less pain in my joints, but it's not completely gone. How long does it take to reach my optimum benefits? What do you think, Adam? 2 months on carnivore.
That is the baby stages, in my opinion. I'm almost 1,000 days, and I still am seeing benefits coming along. So it really just depends on your physiology, how bad you were to start with, how long you ate, an improper diet. And, your genetics plays a part in this as well. So, for some, it can happen rapidly. For others, it takes much, much longer, years even. So definitely just keep at it. Keep giving yourself the right fuel for those mitochondria to work and do what they need to do. And you'll more than likely continually see benefits.
We got another testimony from Haruko. My eyesight improved after doing 3 months of carnivore.
Excellent.
All right. We have a question from Scott. Are there any studies showing carbs as the real cause of decline in kidney health? I am not familiar with any. Adam, Ashley?
It's a good question. I am not familiar either. Let's see if I can figure out what that website is.
I don't know. No, I don't know about specific studies, but
I hate studies. Is that scientific? I'm coming to the conclusion that all of these studies are junk science bought and paid for, and they could be swayed either way.
I was going to say, I like your reasoning as to why you hate studies. Yeah, that makes sense because that's.
Yes. Stall. I'm trying to find
I'll rant about studies again.
Here it is. Here it is.
Go ahead, rant.
So if you go to this website, I think you get 5 searches a day, but it's called openevidence.com. And that's an AI-powered search tool for studies. So you should be able to search for exactly what you're looking for here, and potentially it might pop up some studies for you.
Nice. Yeah, the thing that drives me nuts with the studies is just realizing later in life all of the contradicting ones I've heard for so many years. Eggs are great for you. Eggs are going to give you a heart attack and kill you. And it's like every one of them seems to be skewed one way or another, I guess, in terms of nutrition studies anyways. All right. Heather, I have lost 60 pounds and feeling so much better. I started keto, then transitioned to carnivore. Mental fog is gone and energy is up. I'm humbled by God's design for our bodies when given the proper human diet. Awesome.
Amen.
Amen.
I love it too. Started keto, then transitioned to carnivore. That was my story. I think that's the story of many. I don't know that I would have been able to wrap my brain around carnivore if not for having that entry with keto first. It would have just been too extreme, I think.
Yeah. Oh, got a rock star in the house.
Oh, what happened?
Bill Knott has entered the chat.
Bill Knott has entered the chat.
Billy-o.
All right. There he is. And we got a question from Catherine. Any idea why I feel really sleepy after eating and actually often fall asleep after food? Nearly 6 months carnivore. I do not have that issue myself. I'm not sure on that one. Adam, you got any thoughts?
A lot of people have said that they have this issue, and from what I've heard, that this is sometimes is a normal response. Your body is just using a lot of energy to go through the digestive process. Now, that being said, that could be it. There could be other reasons why this is happening. If it's like narcolepsy where you're just immediately falling to sleep, I would potentially go talk to a physician about that, because you could potentially have some other mechanical issues going on. But yeah, I would say for the most part, a lot of people feel sleepy and tired after they've ate a pretty nutrient dense meal. What do you think, Ashley?
Yep, and it's funny you say that, because I wish I could remember which video it was, but I literally watched a video on that this week where it was, your body's going through a lot to process that meal, and so it naturally makes people tired. But definitely affects certain people different ways, and other people don't. I don't think they have to take a nap right after they eat, and there are some that find that regularly. So, but that's what that video was saying, is it's not necessarily something to be feared. If it's like you said, you might visit the doctor. If it's a real problem, it becomes a major problem. But if you're just tired and want to sit down and let your body do its thing after you've eaten a big meal, that may be a normal process.
All right, Desiree, is supplementing with iodine typically suggested, and what iodine do you suggest? I'm going to throw this one to Adam, because I think you've got some experience with iodine, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I do. And again, I would say get blood work done to see if you actually need to supplement iodine. Iodine can be very tricky. I tried to self-diagnose without blood work, and I actually overdosed on iodine, and it caused hives and some other complications as well. So I definitely would recommend getting blood work to see if you actually need it instead of thinking that you need it, because when you're talking about thyroid function, that controls a lot in your body, in your physiology. So I would definitely take that one serious, get the blood work done, see where you're at, see if you actually need it or not, and then go from there.
All right. Let's see here. We got another testimony from George. Further testimony. I was off work with stress and depression for 10 months, October 2011 to August 2012. I was on SSRI, Prozac, and barely able to move. Seems like a bad dream now. Awesome, George. Congrats.
Wow, that is awesome.
All right, let's see. We're going to be doing the drawing for the Healing Humanity membership site in just a second. If you have any last questions, post them with hashtag life. All right, here we go. Got that one already.
Sorry, Kerry. I'm just looking at this comment here. I got to show it because I thought they were saying that Kerry was ignorant.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah.
All right. Dennis G says, what do you think about insulin suppression? Ashley, Adam, you got any thoughts on that one? I'd like to hear Dr. Nelson. We'll have to check Dr.
Right.
Nelson on that one next week.
It's a good question when Dr. Nelson's on for next week for sure, or in one of our groups with the doctors, because that's I know there's some speculation around that for sure, but I don't know this science behind it. I don't know the right answer to give you on that. I think that's the best thing that I have heard. It goes back to kind of what Adam was saying before. I think when you test your resting insulin is the best way to measure your insulin levels and where they're at, how they're doing as far as normal goes, which is a test that doesn't often get run from the doctor. It's one that you have to request yourself or take yourself, and but that can be one of the best measures to know where your resting insulin is at. And if you're seeing that on the decline, that may be a problem that would be related to insulin suppression, but I don't have any more knowledge other than that.
Ditto.
All right. TJ Riley says, 3 years carnivore and feeling great. So I tried an apple. Sorry, I read that weird. I tried an apple. I'm joking about that because I was talking to Emma. I'm kind of shy, but 1,000 days carnivore and then go celebrate and do something. But probably won't be an apple for me. But I tried an apple today from my neighbor's tree and could only eat a bite or two and had to throw it away. It smelled so good, but the taste was bad.
Interesting.
Yeah. Have either of you had that? I haven't really tested much, but I've heard from several folks that have been carnivore for a while or a couple of years and they try something and it's disappointing and nothing like they remembered.
Yes, I have. And what I ate tasted like straight up chemicals.
Wow.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that a couple times. Yeah.
I have not, but my mom, it was really funny because she just craved a baked potato for so long. And she finally is like, all right, fine, I'm having a baked potato. And she told me she admitted it the next day because she told me about it. And like, she said, it actually wasn't that good. I couldn't believe it. She was like, I was craving it so bad. And she went to all this effort to fix it up and do it. And then she was like, I was so disappointed. So yeah, people's taste buds definitely change, or maybe they become, I don't know, like Adam said, you taste the chemicals, you taste things that are different that you didn't taste before.
Now we got a question from TD. I converted from keto, lost 60 pounds to carnivore 3 weeks ago. I've gained about 5 pounds so far, although I would really want to lose more. Did any of you all encounter an initial weight gain going carnivore? I did not.
I did not. I would suspect maybe if you're incorporating dairy. I mean, if you were keto, you probably had some dairy, possibly. And then when people go carnivore from keto, they usually crank it up with the dairy, and that can definitely cause weight gain for sure. I mean, that's its whole intent and purpose is to make baby cows fat. So it does the same thing with humans.
Yeah, that's usually the culprit. All right. Well, we're going to do a drawing here in just a minute for the Healing Humanity 30-day membership. Thank you so much for all your questions and testimonies. Let's do that now. Here we go. The winner of a 30-day membership to healinghumanity.life is, and by the way, if you don't win, you can get 50% off right now. Code LIFE1025, healinghumanity.life. Congratulations, Karen McMath. Adam, how can Karen McMath claim her prize?
Well, Karen is already a member, so we will make sure that you get a free month. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Karen. Thanks for playing. Thank you, everyone, for your questions and testimonies. And apologies if we didn't get to them. We encourage you. We do this every week, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central. So if you come in earlier and ask them earlier, we can make sure to get to them. But before we drop off, any big things coming up for you, Adam, or you, Ashley?
No, aside from Hack Your Health, I think we're booth 627. We're literally, Carnivore Bar is on the end cap of our aisle, and we're right behind them. And then straight across from us is Scott Everson's booth. with his new electrolyte company, Salter, that he's actually launching at Hack Your Health. So make sure you stop by his booth. And then right next to him is Dr. Kiltz.
Kiltz Health.
So yeah, we're gonna have we're gonna be the party hangout. So everybody come stop by and see us and get an autograph from Ashley and Kerry here.
There you go.
Love it. Ashley, got anything coming up?
Just going to shout out my favorite call of the week. If you're not a member, Paul Beater just gifted 5 memberships.
I just saw that. Thank you, Bob. That's so nice of you.
But honestly, that's one of my favorite calls of the week where it's for Kerry's membership. That's different than the Healing Humanity membership. That's just for a YouTube membership, but it's been on one that I've been on ever since I started following Kerry, and it's one of my favorite calls of the week. Just to kick back and chill with a great group who's on that membership page. So it's fun.
Thanks, Ashley. Appreciate it. And huge thanks to Bob. That's very generous. Really appreciate that. All the money we get from the memberships goes 100% towards the documentary. So it's another great way to support Healing Humanity. So thank you guys all so much for joining us and for all your great questions. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week, 6:00 p.m. Central Standard Time right here. Have a good night, everyone.
Much love, y'all.
Bye.